Hi, welcome to the Q4 How To meeting for the People Group. Dave and I are excited to take you through our OKRs this quarter, which are 4 in total, 2 for people success, 1 for recruiting and 1 joint between both our groups. So the first, and to say that they all fall in under the great team, OKR for SID. So the first one I'm going to talk through for people success is relating to our team members having access to information and courses that are going to help them to advance their career and also in their performance here in GitLab. And the overall OKR is to have 35 courses available. So from a people success perspective, what that means is, one, that we need to make sure that there's successful implementation of the LXP system by Jan 1st, and LXP being Learning Experience Platform. And the second is that we will have 20 of our courses uploaded into the system for our team members to be able to use. So moving on to the second OKR, and this is in relation to the transitioning over to performance-based compensation. What we want here is to have the matrix completed for all eligible team members during the quarter and used to inform part of the annual compensation process. So the 3 KRs under this are, the first being that we will have the cycle done in time, in budget, using the performance factor of the performance and potential matrix. The second is that 100% of all eligible team members will be assessed for performance based on our overall philosophy and within the right time, within the timeline given. And the third part then is, once all of that is done, we want to make sure that we're running bias audits for ethnicity, tenure, gender, geographical region, age groupings, and grades. So they're the 3 KRs under that. So with that, I will start off the next OKR, which is around increasing diversity and sense of belonging across the organization, because the first part of this is having a DIB certificate available by the 1st of December. And then we have a goal to have 90% of all team members having completed that certification by the end of the quarter, which is 31st of Jan. So with that, I will hand over to Dave to take us through the rest of the KRs.
So continuing with Carol on our shared goal of continuing to increase diversity and our sense of belonging across GitLab, you'll see this quarter the launch of a successful campaign that we're calling I Knew I Belonged at GitLab When. And this is all about storytelling through the eyes, ears, and perspectives of our team members around the world. So if you get recruited to participate, we'd love you to voluntarily share your point of view about how you feel like you belong at GitLab as a team member. Also, we're very much still focused on our outbound sourcing model and keeping the tops of all of our funnels focused on candidates who we believe contribute to GitLab's diversity. So continuing along the trajectory that we've been driving since we launched the outbound model earlier this year. You'll be seeing a continued focus there from your recruiting team over the course of Q4. Moving to the next OKR, and this one's focused on recruiting. Very key that we continue to deliver on our hiring plan while focusing on great candidate experience and continuing to iterate on our outbound recruiting model. The first KR that I'll talk about under that really does speak to candidate experience, and sharing a screen on what we call our guides. We piloted the guide this past quarter, and it's something that, big shout out to Ashley Jones and April Halfbauer on our operations and insights team. We created a way to have our candidates, remember they're all outbound, so we recruited them, they didn't necessarily apply to GitLab. And we felt like it was really important that we brought their experience to life, warmed it up, and personalized it to them. And so if you scroll through that, you'll get a feel for how, keep going. Here we go. Candidates will see a richer picture of who their interview team is, more about our values, more about what they can expect in terms of candidate experience, and even further, a little bit more about GitLab's culture, who we are, what we stand for in a rich, engaging way. So those guides will go out for all roles over the course of Q4. We're really excited about it. Back to the OKR page. We are also very much continuing to focus on efficiency. And so that location factor average across the company for new hires in Q4 is targeted to be 0.6 or lower. And also we're very focused on hitting our hires versus plan target for all roles. And in this quarter, especially, we're going to have a focus on NQR positions within our sales organization. So stay tuned for some ways that we're going to engage the organization to rally together to focus on filling all of our quota carrying sales positions as we go to market this quarter. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch our video, and we look forward to a great Q4 together here at GitLab. Cheers.